Mr. Benny, sir, you show that you're suing your father for $60,000 for emotional distress. Am I reading this correctly?
Yes, Your Honor, that is
You
correct.
mind telling the court what happened?
Oh, it's a long story, but pretty much.
I need you to speak up just a little bit, sir.
Okay. Oh, it's a long story. Pretty much my father promised me a great reward, for all the great things I've done growing up. And, he always promised me if I did well in the classroom, well in sports, he'll reward me greatly. And, now that the time is here, I'm of age. He's not keeping his promise.
How old are you now, sir?
I just turned 21, December
21.
17th.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. And, my birthday and Christmas happen to be, kind of close together. So usually years in the past, I would get a gift for both my birthday and Christmas. But as of recent, he's got a pay raise. And, with that comes, greater rewards, as he's promised me. And, as for my birthday, 21, 21 is a big deal. And I asked for, a luxury car, Lamborghini.
I'm sorry, you asked for what now? A luxury car?
Yeah, luxury car.
For your birthday?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What type of luxury car are we talking about?
Anything from a Porsche, Lamborghini, Ferrari. I have standards, and it's important to have standards in life. And what he gifted me wasn't any of those. I got a basic electric vehicle, if you can call it that. It's not really a vehicle, I would say. First, you can't hear it. It has no motor, no engine. 2, you have to charge it. If I wanted to charge something, I could easily just charge my phone. And it's just.
If you wanted to charge something, you can just charge your phone.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't see why I have to charge my vehicle if I can easily just have something better that I can just put gas in and go. I don't have to sit around and wait to charge a vehicle. Doesn't make sense.
I'm curious, Mr. Benny. Where do you reside?
With my father.
You stay in his house?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Omar.
Your Honor, Judge Porter. Your Honor.
Please.
Please
explain this to me.
If I may, I can't believe you're doing this to your father.
I don't see the problem.
Judge Porter, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. This is by no way an extension of the way I brought him up, which I assure you was not what you're seeing. He is a transformed person. This is not my son.
I'm pretty sure that the standards that you instilled in him are kind of different from the standards he has now. But please explain to me what is going on. I'm trying to understand. Oh gosh. Oh boy.
Judge Porter.
You got me at a loss for words right now. I have to admit.
I don't think I ought to be, standing here acting like this if he's claiming I wasn't raised like this. Well, I don't think I'll be standing here.
Son, what are you doing?
Okay, Mr. Omar, let me ask you this question. Mr. Omar, he stays in your house?
What you do.
Does he live in your house?
He was born and has lived in our house, my wife and I's house, for the last 21 years.
Does he go to school?
Yes, he's currently going to college.
4.0 GPA.
I'm sorry?
4.0 GPA at that.
4.0.
He's a great student.
Who pays for his tuition?
He actually got a full ride scholarship.
Also, he has a full ride scholarship.
Yes.
Academics or sports?
Both. Academic, 4.0 GPA, which we're very proud of. And he is an exceptionally gifted basketball player as well.
Mr. Ben, let me ask you this question. As far as this basketball scholarship goes, do you have an NIL deal? You know what that is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The name, image, and likeness. Do you have that?
Yes.
How much are you paid for that?
I would say an additional $50,000.
So the school pays you $50,000 in addition to giving you the athletic scholarship. It's a full ride scholarship?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you don't have to pay for anything?
No, sir.
Plus of that, you have the stipend for the NIL deal.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Omar, please continue, sir.
Judge Porter, if I may, I like to say a few things about myself and my son. just so
Okay.
you can get a better understanding of things that are not on paper.
Please
I-
explain this.
I came to this country when I was 21 years old from Argentina.
Okay.
I was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I came when I was 21 without anyone. Okay? My parents died when I was 7 in Argentina, and I had to stay with an aunt who was a very mean person. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. She raised me, and I'm thankful for that. When I turned 21, I decided I wanted to come to the United States for a better life. And that's exactly what I did. And I have been working every single day of my life until today. I can't believe that you're bringing me to court on a work day. You know how difficult it is for me to take a day off.
We're here,
Mr.
right?
I can't
Miss-
believe you are
Hold
not
on,
my son.
hold
We're
on.
here, right?
I don't know
You
who
had a
this is.
chance to speak. Let me ask you this question, Mr. Omar. And I'm not going to get into the financials of the situation. I'm assuming that you have your own business or you work for a company?
I work for a major company. I
You
just
work
got
for a
to-
major company.
Yes.
Now, without getting into the financials, I'm assuming because of his request that you can afford a luxury car.
Yes.
I'm not, you can
Yes,
afford,
yes, I can.
and you probably
Yes.
can afford a Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever he requested.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, but you have the financials that if you wanted to make that happen, you can make that
I
happen.
could probably
All right,
make
you
that.
had your chance. Now it's his turn.
Son, excuse me. one
Let me
second.
ask you this
I told
question: When
better
you
than
came
this.
here from Argentina,
I did.
did you have that type of money?
I never had any money to my
So
name.
you didn't have the type of money to buy yourself a luxury car like
Absolutely
that?
not. I had to work for everything I have every day of my life. I had no parents. I didn't even have a family, for Christ's sake.
So you had to work to get to where you are now?
I have had to work every single day of my life since I was 7
Do you
years
have
old.
do you have a college degree?
I do not. I am
do
not.
not.
I am not a college educated person. I am a self-taught man.
Okay. So by from a financial standpoint, would you consider yourself to be successful?
Well, that's a tough question, Mr. Porter. It's a tough question. I mean, I am, quote unquote, yes, you can call it a successful person, but I'm not a rich person. I'm not a
better
wealthy
off.
man.
You're better off than most, I should say, rather.
I would say I'm middle class plus.
Middle class
If-
plus.
If you want to look,
Okay.
look at it that way.
And your son is suing you. And why did you decide to buy him a electrical vehicle instead of the car that he wanted?
Please
Well-
explain, please.
We've had this conversation already.
No, no,
but
no.
I'll-
Tell me. I'm curious. I'm just curious.
Of course. So my wife and I originally wanted to buy him a what we call in the Spanish community a transportation, which is basically a cheap car with high miles, just to get him, you know, from point A to point B, which is essentially all he needs. He's a college student. It's not like he's going to go party every day. He has to go to school. And then we decided, because he's been such an exceptionally gifted student, that we were going to buy him a nice car. So we got him an electric vehicle, which I consider to be, I don't know the way you guys look at it, but I consider an electric vehicle a luxury car. I got him
Now,
on
I don't
it's
know-
a $40,000 car.
Without getting into the make and model of the electric car that you purchased, what I do know that they are not cheap.
They're not.
And on average, they cost at least $50,000, $60,000 starting. Am I correct in saying that?
pretty
Give
At
or
the very
take.
least, at the very least. Yes, sir.
That's pretty cheap.
That's not cheap.
I'm sorry. What? What'd you say?
That's pretty cheap.
It's cheap.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because you don't know where money comes from.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here's where.
Do you see what I have to deal with? Are you seeing what I'm dealing with?
Oh, I'm hearing every word of this. Yes, sir.
May I add something? The fact that he even had the idea of getting me a low-end, cheap start-out car, I kind of find that disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
Yes, I have an image to uphold. You know,
Is this your only child, sir?
This is my only child, Judge Porter. Do you see what I have to deal with?
Mr.
know,
Benny,
that even helps my case more. I'm an only child. He can, you know,
I understand that, Mr.
spend the
Mr.
whole
Benny.
budget on me. There's no other kid.
Benny, what have I done for you your entire life if not give you everything? You have a roof, you have food to eat, and you have an electric car.
So why
and you're
couldn't-
going to college paid for by the state. What are you complaining about?
So why couldn't you just give me the car I wanted?
Because you don't deserve it. That's why, because you have to learn the principle of working for what you want. You want
I
a
have.
Ferrari? You
I
want a
have.
Ferrari? You go to the NBA, get drafted by the NBA, you buy Ferrari.
Okay.
I got you a nice car.
I've
It's a
been
nice
working
car.
hard in the
That's all you
classroom.
need.
4.0 GPA has been building up. I'm the captain of the basketball team. I have an
Yes,
image
you
to
are.
uphold. Everyone in the school knows who I am. I can't pull up in an electric vehicle.
Mr. Omar, Mr. Omar, sir, I'll take it from here.
Mr. Porter, this is outrageous.
Mr. Benny,
Yes, Your Honor.
I want to commend you for your grade point average. I want to commend you for that.
Thank you.
You have made a dedication to your academics. It appears to me you've made a dedication to receiving your degree. What are you studying in school, sir?
Actually, I'm studying cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. Okay. So once you have your degree, you have a foundation to go through life and make a living for yourself.
Yes, sir.
I want to commend you for putting in the work to receiving a basketball scholarship. There are plenty of people out there who have athletic talent, but they don't have the discipline to put it together where they can receive a college scholarship. I want to commend you for that.
Thank you. Your
Okay.
Honor.
Here's where you are a disappointment. This man owes you nothing.
Thank you.
He owes you
see?
absolutely nothing. You are an adult. You are a grown man. This is the first step in being your own person. He has done his job. When you were a baby, they made sure that you were fed, that you were clothed, that you had shelter. They did their job. Let me ask, hold on for a second, sir. Did he go to private school or public school?
Benny went to private schools
Private
his entire
school.
life.
Wait a minute. So he went to private schools. Were they free for you or did you have to pay for that?
Absolutely not. You're an educated man, Mr. Porter.
I
Surely
am.
you must know the cost of private tuition. It's not cheap.
So they paid for you to have the best education.
It's just
They make this, I understand that, but there are people out there who don't have the ability to go to some of the best schools.
I understand that, but I didn't ask to be put in a private school. That was their choice.
You know what? You're right. They could have sent you to public school.
Yeah.
This is
Okay?
unbelievable.
As a matter of
Unbelievable.
fact, he could have said something like, you know what? I'm going to put him in a boarding school somewhere and let somebody else deal with him. I'm going to spend all my time with my wife because apparently there's no other children.
Precisely.
They made the sacrifice so you can have. Okay? He bought you a car. Whether it's an electric car or what we used to call a jalopy, you had a car to get from point A to point B. And how your friends think about it, who cares what they think about? Okay? Are you here to satisfy their image or are you here to satisfy your own? Because when you start being concerned about what other people think about you, you are setting yourself up for failure. Don't give a damn what other people care about. If you show up in a bicycle, your job is to get your education. Your job is to play basketball. You said you're the captain of the basketball team. My job here is to lead us to a conference championship, and so be it. Maybe we can win a national championship. Who cares how you get there? If you come across a young lady and she laughs at the car, who cares? That means that she's superficial. She cares about what you have, not about who you are. Be concerned about who you are. Love the fact that you have a mother and a father who care about you. Because guess what? There are kids out there who don't have that. Okay? They don't have a mother and a father who are there to support them. Because I tell you what, because you're grown, if that man right now said, you know what, get the hell out of my house, where are you going to stay? You can use that $50,000 that you get from the school to get your own place. But you know what? You can use that $50,000. You can put that into a bank. It can grow. You can invest it, whatever. You have help. And you are so blind to that fact. You don't even see that this man is still helping you. And you have dragged him into court. You don't recognize that. You don't appreciate that. And now I'm wondering, damn, does he even love this man? I don't have my father here. I didn't have a good relationship with my father. I wish I did. I had a mother who cared for me. I had a sister who cared for me, and they helped get me to where I am right now on this judge's bench. If these people walk away from you right now, who are you going to have? Your friends? The ones that want to see you drive up in the Ferrari? When the Ferrari crashes, you think they're going to be there for you? Hell no. They don't care about you. They care about, hey, he's a fun guy to hang out with. Hey, he can help us win a championship. But when it goes sideways, The only people who are going to be there for you are the people who are there for you right now. And if you can't recognize that, I don't know what to tell you. Like he said, you want to get a Ferrari, you work hard, you get drafted in the NBA, and you go out and you buy yourself a Ferrari. I wouldn't recommend doing that because there are a lot of guys who make it to the NBA, they get the money, and then next thing you know, 10 years from now, everything's gone. This man has successfully made it on his own. Follow his leadership.
Are you listening to the judge?
The experience that he has, he can give it to you. So even if when you graduate, if you don't make it into the league and you under your cyber security thing, this man has the education and the experience to help you grow. Hell, you could probably be bigger than he is. And then you could buy as many Ferraris as you like.
You can buy me one too.
That would be nice.
No.
But my friend, listen to me and listen to me well. Do not dictate your life on materialistic stuff. Do not dictate your life on how other people see you. Because like I said, when the chips get down, all those people are going to walk away from you. Every single time. You're young. You don't have life experience yet. Your father has life experience. You better learn from him because there's going to come a day when he's not here. There's going to come a day when your mom isn't going to be here. And on that day, you will cry, you will cry, you will cry, and you will wish that you had them for the smallest little things, like maybe just talking about the weather. You better learn to appreciate it while you have them now and take the knowledge that they have so you can improve your own life. Am I making myself clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do understand this case has been dismissed, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Judge Porter. I appreciate your time. Come on, son. Come on. It'll be fun. We'll have a nice talk when we get home. Drink some mate. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out, okay?
All right.
On behalf of myself and my family, I'd like to thank Judge Porter and the Mango Park community for making the right decision here today. I have had many conversations with my son about what went down in court today, but I think hearing it from Judge Porter himself will send the right message and clarify many things for him. And I have noticed an ongoing pattern of young people in this community not listening to their elders. And I think the decision that was made here today is very important for us and for the entire community and for the whole world. So thank you for that, Mr. Porter. I really appreciate you.
This whole thing was complete nonsense. You know, I find it kind of stupid how I'm leaving here empty-handed, not getting what I know I deserve and definitely earned. You know, Judge Porter, I think, in my opinion, he's just being biased towards my father because he's older, he can relate to him more. I'm younger, so he can't really relate to me. And of course, he's just going to side with him. So probably when we get home, this is going to be a very, very quiet car ride. So I'll probably just, you know, try to talk to my mom and see if she'll get me what I want. Hopefully, you know, she has, you know, some more sense and knows what I actually deserve.